Hey, what is going on YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new to the channel or you do not know who I am, my name is Jacob and this is Vintage by Jacob. I am a full-time online reseller of vintage and pretty much any type of clothing I can get my hands on and resell online. So yes, I'm going to save the very long rambly intro that I usually do. All you got to know is I am a business owner and entrepreneur. I own a full-time reselling business called Vintage by Jacob, where I buy and sell clothes online. It's my full-time income. It's what I do, and I'm basically using this YouTube channel to document my day-to-day process as I try to scale this business into something really, really special. I use you guys in this channel to hold myself accountable on things and just to kind of document my progress and keep me motivated and stuff. And it's been super, super beneficial. But I think I have a lot of valuable information and lessons to share with you guys, as well as some entertaining content about somebody who's actually trying to scale a business. The thing about it is none of it's really that flashy. This is a really down-to-earth operation, all that stuff. So it's really practical advice. I'm not trying to sell you guys on anything. And I'm basically using this YouTube channel to just, like I said, document and hold myself accountable as I try to scale my business. So if that sounds intriguing, if you're an entrepreneur, if you love vintage clothing or clothing in general, then I think this is the channel for you. I have a ton of really fun, educational, and entertaining videos on entrepreneurship, clothing. I do tutorials. I do a whole bunch of really cool stuff, and I document the process of me trying to scale my business. So if you think it'd be cool to hop on the train early and hopefully 3, 4, or 5 years time look back and, you know, be part of something really cool, be alongside me as I grow my business, hopefully into something big and special one day, and you want to be there from the beginning, then hey, this is the channel for you. I think that'd be awesome if you guys hop along for the journey. We're already building a really cool community here. And if you want to support the channel, subscribe. It's a fantastic way to stay updated on my videos. I typically post 3 times a week. Also, hit the like button. You've heard the spiel before. The YouTube algorithm loves it when you hit the like button, so that can be super, super beneficial to my channel, and I cannot appreciate it enough. And lastly, if you want to talk, I'd love to talk to each and every single one of you in the comment section down below. So hit me up down there and let's chat. That'd be awesome. All right, so if you have been watching my videos for a little while now, this looks a little bit different behind me. Hopefully it looks a little bit cleaner. I just posted a video, I believe it was my last video, about how I went through my personal collection of clothing, and I just had to get rid of stuff. I was accumulating a ton of clothes that I never ended up wearing. To get pictures of it, I had to get it listed for sale. I had to sell it using my business, Vintage by Jacob. And it was just kind of a decluttering process of my life that needed to be done. It was long overdue, and I have had a very long week tackling that. But as you can see behind me, there's finally some breathing and walking room in this storage unit. And if you guys do not know, I work out of a storage unit currently. I just moved here from Minnesota. I'm in Colorado now, and I used to work out of a basement, but now we're bumping things up a little bit. I'm working out of a storage unit, and I'm trying to max this one out with inventory for my business and grow out of it so I can move into another storage unit and hopefully just keep on acquiring storage units and inventory until I can move into a commercial space sometime. So this is going to be a slight housekeeping video, so to speak, but I am learning a ton of what I deem to be really valuable stuff while working out of this storage unit that I think are good lessons for anybody, whether it's just for life or business or anything. I've really had to put my mental ability to the test, and my work ethic and my patience and my durability and all that stuff. So let me paint a picture for a second. So as you know, I run a full-time online reselling business where I buy and sell clothes online. I used to work in Minnesota out of my basement. It was an unfinished basement, just concrete walls, concrete floor, just, you know, the furnace was in there, all that stuff, just an unfinished basement. And that's where I would hold all my inventory, all my clothing that I would sell online. That's where I would do all my shipping, all my filming, all my pictures, all my processing my returns, and any single thing that is incorporated in my business, I would handle there. Albeit that space was smaller. Sometimes it felt a little cramped. It felt a little unfulfilling. Stuff like that. I had electricity, I had air, and I had heat. And now I have moved from Minnesota to Colorado with some loose ideas of how I'm going to get my business up and running here in Colorado. And the storage unit was the most budget friendly, the most practical, and almost the most seamless step and logical thing I could have moved my business into. Granted, I do have more space now. It is almost 2 times the size of what I was working in Minnesota, which is fantastic. However, I am working without electricity, without any air, and it's averaging 90 to 100 degrees a day, and I work 7, 10, 12-hour days in here. Fortunately, I think I have all the kinks sorted out, and that's what I'm going to share with you guys today. I think I finally have it figured out. I think I have a good system down about how I can efficiently and effectively run my business out of a storage unit, and I finally have somewhat of a model with how I can scale it and move it and kind of just duplicate it into more storage units as I scale my business and I need more space. And I'm doing it without electricity. I'm doing it, you know, just real old school almost, which is super cool. It's been a really fun process, so I'm super excited to share that with you guys today. I'm gonna take the camera off the tripod, show you guys what I did, kind of do a little housekeeping video. I got a sweep. Don't know if I'll include that, but hey, let's find out. All right, come with me. So like I said, I've been having super long days in here without any electricity, any air. It's been 90 to 100 degrees a day. Granted, there have been some pretty nice days sprinkled in there as well. The breeze helps, all that stuff. One of the biggest things is getting out here early. That's one way I can circumvent it. I'm really not that scared for the winter because I have a lot of really good winter gear that I think will make it a pretty seamless process throughout the winter. But yeah, I think getting out here early definitely allows me to get a lot of my work done without really dreading the heat or getting too fatigued or anything like that. Obviously drinking a lot of fluids. I always pack a good lunch that I just finished just to keep me kind of motivated and get through these long hot days, so to speak. But it's honestly, it's really fulfilling. Like I feel super good putting in a good full day in these hot temperatures. It's kind of cool. It's like, I don't know, I feel really fulfilled. So that's been fantastic. Today I actually, as you can see, I got a lot of the stuff in my previous video listed. I took about 600 photos. They turned out super well. This is what I've been taking them on. You guys have seen this before. This was in my basement in Minnesota. I just moved it here. This is fantastic for taking photos on. I also shipped out about 20 orders. Super good. Got that packed up. And I'm only down to 1 box, which is right here. From the last video, you guys saw that this was completely filled. Hundreds of items of clothing. Down to 1 box of clothes that I have to get listed, or photos and listed. I still have to list today, so it's still going to be a 11, 12-hour day of work, which is good, but I'm super happy that I'm getting a lot of this stuff listed. I guess I kind of just wanted to show the big improvement. I finally have space to walk, some breathing room in here, which is fantastic. As you guys know, I'm a big cheapskate, so I guess to maximize the space in this room, as you guys can see already, I have lined this storage unit using these big 4x4s and toe straps to make hanging racks, and I've kind of maxed out honestly what I can hang in here, which is a good problem. What my next logical step is, in order to 100% max out the space in this storage unit but still make it functional, is I'm gonna get a couple rolling racks that I can put in this dead space to roll around inventory until I end up getting another storage unit, which inevitably is going to be pretty soon, but I'm super excited for that. So yeah, this is what it looks like right now. I feel like I finally have all the kinks taken care of, which is fantastic. And one of the biggest kinks, as you might expect, is having no electricity, and a very vital part of my business is taking good photos to list my inventory. That's a very big part of my business. And before, I had a nice fancy ring light that I was able to take super good photos for, but that was back in Minnesota. That was back when I had power, all that stuff, but I outgrew it. I had to get into something like this at some point. So how I circumvented that is I actually purchased this guy right here. This is a nice little shop light. I got it right at Walmart. It's 20 bucks. Charge it right at home. Super nice. And I actually have a little tripod for it, and I put it on the tripod and I'm able to take photos, and it takes really good photos, to be honest. Battery lasts a long time. This thing is super bright, like you almost can't even look into it. So far this has really helped my lighting problem, which is fantastic. This thing has been a lifesaver. It was cheap. It does about 80% of the job that the ring light does, so I am super happy with this. I can get multiple of them if I need to, and I can just get one for each storage unit as I scale. So yeah, that's been fantastic. As far as other miscellaneous things, obviously I have some pretty good portable chargers that I can use to charge my phone, stuff like that. I pack my own lunch, so it's been just super. So it's kind of nice. When I was in Minnesota, you know, I was working on my basement. I could go upstairs, have lunch. You know, I had all those creature comforts with me, but now I kind of like that I have to make a little bit of an effort to set up a situation here where I can come, stay put for the day, and get all my work done that I need to, and then go back home. I don't have any distractions like you would in a typical household where you end up procrastinating on stuff. That was definitely, now having moved here and seeing my business scale as much as it has already, that was definitely something that I was honestly shocked. Like, in a typical household, I guess you don't really realize how many things you end up procrastinating on and how many distractions there are, and I actually think it really took away from my business. So I'm really happy that I can come here, no distractions, bust out a full day of work, and really my business is seeing the benefit of that. Like I said, this is more of a housekeeping video. I just kind of wanted to share a couple tips and tricks about what I've been doing in order to circumvent a lot of these problems that I've experienced, because I think there's some real benefit to that. And I think, you know, maybe it doesn't entirely apply to your life or your business, but hey, we all have to help each other, and we all have to learn from mistakes and experiences. And that's how, you know, society gets better. And, you know, I guess that's kind of the moral of today's video. So that's that. I have some really exciting videos coming up. My next video, well, it might be the one after the next one. I have a really cool DIY. It's going to be 100% from scratch DIY. Super cool video. I'm excited to show you guys that one. Putting a lot of work into that one. So that one's going to be a ton of fun. But yeah, I just kind of want to keep you guys updated. You guys have been fantastic. And this is kind of the moral of the channel, is I literally, in almost the bare bones sense of the term, literally want to document my day-to-day practices as an entrepreneur. That's what this channel is for. I think it's going to be super cool in 3, 4, 5 years time, looking back at these old videos and being like, wow, I worked out of this, and now, you know, look what we built, hopefully in the future. But yeah, that's the purpose of videos like this. So I want to thank you guys for supporting the channel, watching these videos. It means a ton to me, and I'm just trying to make a difference. So that's that. I'm gonna get this place sweeped out, get it prepped for tomorrow. I gotta go home. I got a bunch of stuff to list, and we're gonna have another good day tomorrow. So easy, guys. Be good to one another, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.